All right, good morning, everybody. I think I'm going to try to get a quick stream in here, get some DayZ going, and see what I can get into this morning. Now, this server is not very populated right now, and what I'm going to do is I have a goal that I want to accomplish with this particular character, and then I'm going to switch servers if time permits. I don't have a whole lot of time this morning, but I figured I'd go ahead and jump in here and see what I can get into. Now, let's see. My guy is cold for some reason. Damp, soaked. That's the backpack, so I can't do anything with that. It's not wet. And my gloves are soaked, and I can't do anything about it. So, we are headed west. Which is going to be that way, I believe. We are going to be headed west, and I'm trying to get this Vega somewhere specific. All right. How am I doing on everything else? It's been a while since I played with this character, so I've got food, I've got water. Let's check my canteen levels before I leave this area where this town is. Yeah, I've got food, I've got water, and I'm just outside of this little place here, whatever this little place is. I need to get my bearings because I'm going to Putskoshka is where I'm trying to get to. And I have my hands full because I snagged a Vega last time I was playing with this character. I snagged a Vega, and I'm trying to get that Vega somewhere very specific. So I don't know what this town is. So I'm gonna go ground this Vega and find a road sign so I know exactly where I'm at. Zombies. Last time I checked, there was maybe a dozen people in this server or whatever. So we'll ground this Vega right here behind this. Behind this building, because I'm going to have to take some zombies out. Alright, I'm looking. Everything looks like it's streaming. So I believe I'm live. Looks like everything is doing right with my volume. So I think everybody can hear me. Had a battery. I don't think I need a battery right now. Okay. So we're going to clear this little town, and then I'm going to look at a road sign and see where I'm at. Now this is a first and third person view, so I'm going to play a lot of this one in third person because I enjoy it. Alright, let's see here. There's got to be a sign around here somewhere. And I saw zombies, but they could have populated on me, you know? I'm only going to kill the ones that I absolutely have to. Don't need 357 rounds. Sewing kit. That might be a good thing to have. Do I have anything like that? Sewing kit. I do have a sewing kit, so I might be doubling up on sewing kits, and I don't necessarily need to do that. So let's see if I already have. I don't need that. So I've got a leather kit and a sewing kit, so I'm not going to loot hoard that bad with it. Oh, somebody locked that door. Don't need any of that. I just got to find a road sign, and then I'll go grab my Vega, and then I'll get back out of here. There are a lot of zombies in this town. And I've got duct tape too. I think I have duct tape. No, I don't think I have any duct tape. So duct tape's a good thing to have. So I might, in the end, just find some type of scope. Oh, I do have a scope. Okay, I gotta get my characters straight. I've been playing with so many different characters, but duct tape is a good thing to have to tape up your bottles. There are so many zombies in this town. I just need to find a road sign and get out of here. Not necessarily interested in getting in a big zombie fight. So many zombies. I mean, food would always be good. I've got food, but keep finding batteries. Peanuts. Zombies, zombies everywhere. Zombies, zombies everywhere. It's the locked door house. Zombies, zombies everywhere. Come on, road sign. There we go. Oh, I already drew one's attention. Nothing on him. Alright. Let's just try to get to this road sign so I know where I'm at. I am going to loot along the way because I did find some peanuts, and that was a good thing. Lots of sewing kits. That's a pristine one. It's a worn one. I don't have anything that needs to be... Oh, I do. So let's go ahead and use this worn one. zombies in the house. Alright, so my pants are fixed. Worn, pristine, okay. So, the zombie was in the house in here. Don't know where they got off to. Oh, she ran that way. Okay. There's my road sign. Okay, where are you at? There's my road signs. Alright. Alright. Nunkobo. Nunkobo. Let's see. So now I've read a sign. Let's see if we can't go back over here and figure out... How's my boots doing? My boots are fine. Take those multivitamins. Trail shoes would be a great find if I didn't have better boots. So I'm in a town. I'm going to call it Nonkobo, but I'm sure once I read the Russian translation, it's going to be something totally different. Alright, let's see here. I will pull up this town. All right, let's see where that says that is. All right, I am in Polsovo. So, and I am trying to get to... Putowska. So I'm trying to get to Putowska. So which way am I going to have to go? Ooh, that's going to take me right through. I might have to head south. That's going to take me right through the airfield. Is that what I wanted to do today in this stream? Yeah, I gotta head south. I've got to head south, y'all. That's a long ways to go. Oh, I got somebody in viewer land. I see you out there. I appreciate you. So I've got to head south. That's going to put me right through a major airfield. Now, like I said, this server wasn't packed. There was about a dozen or so people in here. Oh, I didn't call her attention. So I guess I'm just going to clear this little town. And I'm going to head south. I kind of wanted to get to where my goal was, where I'm trying to get to with this Vega. Kit it out, load it out, get everything that I've got for it stored away if somebody hasn't got my stash already. And then I was going to try to go to a server with this character that's higher population. Oh, Badge Bunny, good morning, Badge Bunny. It's good to see you out there. Thank you for hopping in. Oh, that's where the trick is going to be with this one, guys. With this play, is trying to make it through this minefield of zombies, trying to... Oh, I'll take that food though. Trying to maintain control of this Vega, because I have been doing everything I can to get one of these things and get it back to a little hoard, a little stash that I've got. Too many zombies. I'm not going to clear this town. I've already eliminated the zombies back this way, and considering the fact that I need to go south and not catch all this attention, these houses, I've got food, I've got water. There's where the well would be. I've got everything I need, so it's really not worth it to me. I'm gonna go to the edge of town here. I'm gonna get my bearing and go due south, which is the direction I believe I'm headed right now. And I'm just going to try to get to... Is that a castle on the hill? That looks like a castle on that hill up there. So this first early morning stream is just more walking sim right this second. Because I got a goal of what I want to do here. I just need to make sure I got my bearings right. That is south that way, and that is the way that I want to go. I don't even think I have a single shotgun shell just to load that to get a round off if I had to. That is the way I want to go, and it looks like there is a castle up there. I guess I could figure out on the map where that castle is so I can get my bearings so I know which way I'm trying to go. My guy is so weighted down. And that's something that is going to have to change when I get up here. When I get to my destination. When I get good into the woods here, I'm going to pull up my map again. Just make sure I know exactly where I'm at. Which way I'm going. We're just going to be touring the countryside here for just a little bit. Maybe my guy's stuff will dry out. I mean, I'm not cold anymore. So... Now, something I could do is I could just barely... Oh, I can't do that while... that was wasted time. I don't need to open that because I can't eat and walk because I'm trying to maintain this Vega. So, while I'm walking here... Do two things at once. If I was chewing bubble gum, I wouldn't be able to do this. Let's see here. heading south from there, I should come across that airfield. And if I'm in the airfield, I know that I'm in the right vicinity. Because it's going south. Now, I could take this opportunity to grab my plate carrier in the airfield. And if I'm going to run into anybody on this server, it's going to be somewhere like that, I would think. Because there's only a handful of people on the server. I really wanted to get into a higher population server with this character once I had him geared a little more. If I want to play early in the morning, I've got to play European servers or a server that's playing a different time of day to get into anything. To have another player encounter, you know, firefight, anything like that. I was going to look and see where that castle was on the map, so I know kind of where I'm at. What's so funny, guys, is I have chickens and they a lot of times get right outside my window and crow like that. Okay, so there's a road sign, so I'll be able to tell where I'm at. And it's going to clear this building here. See if I see anything. Nothing. But I can go see where I'm at. Because there's a road sign. Let's go see. Let's go see where in the land of Chernarus I am. I see zombies already. Now, something that keeps popping up on my screen every time I start is Patho, which is not how it's going to be in Russian, but so I fixed something in my settings, guys, because the way I had my settings before, any kind of running water was lagging and stuttery, and now the water looks fine. So I don't know what I've done differently, but I've done something differently. So let's see. I'm going to keep walking towards these woods, and my destination should still be headed south. And let's see where that particular place is there. Yeah, I'm still headed the way that I need to go. Yep, because there's the castle. So I do need to keep the castle on my left. And that's the Devil's Castle, so that's one of the bigger ones. So if I keep the castle on my left, which is going to be up in those mountains over there, I should still be doing just fine as far as my directions here. The directions I want to go. South is still that way. Yeah. So I'm doing good. Doing good. Oh, I got two people out there. Oh, hey, crew. What's up, brother? So, crew. Let's see, Badge Bunny's got to go. Hate to see you go, but I appreciate you hopping in when you could there, Badge Bunny. Crew, what's up, brother? So I'm kind of in a walking sim situation right now because this particular character that I started and I've neglected for a while. When I play early morning on this server, it's only about a dozen or so people that's in, and that sucks. But I've got a stash, and I finally got a Vega. I've never really ran a Vega. I've wanted to, and I found one, and I'm gonna go back to my stash, and I've got a bunch of stuff that I've collected and saved. Now, here's the thing: it's DayZ. That thing could have already been raided by now. It's buried in the ground. I got a specific place that it's located that I'm going to go try to find, and if I kit this Vega out, I'm going to exit this server with this character. It is a first and third person character, which I enjoy. I like switching the views every now and then, give myself something a little different to look at. And I'm going to kit this Vega out, and I'm going to hop onto a European server where there is more people, just so I could have the possibility of losing it all. Because I do want to get into a little something. I don't want it to always just be walking sim, you know. So last time I hopped on a European server, I hopped on a DE server. I think that's a Denmark server, and met a really cool dude. Got a good run in, and we were behind somebody the whole way. Somebody was just ahead of us, and we never caught up with them. So that was kind of like how things went with going into a European server. And there were people everywhere. There were gunshots going off and whatnot. There was signs of people everywhere, and just never ran into them. So that's kind of where I am with this stream today. So, and I appreciate y'all. I got a couple people out there in viewer land today. I appreciate y'all, whoever you are. I appreciate chat jumping in there and getting some words in. I'm gonna keep drinking my coffee here and get my morning started. It's early morning here in Central North Carolina. And it seems like the time that I've had to get on to do my streams hasn't been in the evenings. It's been in the mornings whenever I'm getting my day started, to get the wife off to work. I'm on a day off. I get 2 days off a week, so my days off alternate. Sometimes I have Mondays and Tuesdays. Sometimes I have a weekend. So I'm enjoying my second day off. My first day off yesterday was 100% real lifing. Oh, Crew says he hasn't been on DayZ for weeks, so been enjoying the ETS2. I know I was watching you doing a lot of trucker stuff, and I've been watching you do a lot of the where you own a shop. Is that the ETS2 that you're talking about? Is owning a shop? Yeah, those are the two streams that I've been hopping on. Because those of you guys that are watching that don't know Crew has his own stream, and that's kind of how we met. He hopped in mine one time, and I've been hopped in mine a few times, and I've been hopping in his, and been really enjoying his streams. And ironically, I'll be at work in between jobs, in between something, and I'll be watching / listening, however you want to call it. I'll hit his stream, and sometimes I'm not, I minimize it, but I'm still listening. And then when I'm not in between work or whatever, and then I'll open it back up and watch. So trying to give some support and just listen whenever I can, watch whenever I can. But he's been doing, ETS2 is the trucking. Rap Sim is the shop. Okay. Yeah, I've been watching those two and listening to those two quite a bit. And those are my streams. There's a couple other people I alternate here and there, but I think Crew has been the one I really participated the most in here recently. And that's how I get my stream watching in. Now actually streaming myself is today, like right now, is just on my day off. I got some time this morning to relax. The sun's still coming up. My chickens are still getting real loud outside, so let's see here. Let me cut my volume down. I do not want a phone to ring while I'm trying to stream. I still want to receive my messages just in case it's something important. Alright, and I still got my Daisy up. So it's so funny how my opinion of that app and running Daisy, running the I Survive map, how my opinion has changed to that. When I first started playing the game, I kind of avoided it because I really just wanted to get lost and whatnot. And I think there is some merit to that, is having to learn to navigate using the tourist maps and the tourist signs and the GPSs and all that stuff. And I had a really good time with that. But I realized I would never even come close, not that I do now, but never come close to pronouncing the names right and knowing where I'm at and being able to give some good better commentary without it. And I'd just be lost all the time running in circles. In fact, one of my earlier streams earlier in the year, I did exactly that. I was just lost and running around in circles. So let's see here. Walking sim, guys, walking sim. I got a goal, I got a purpose for this guy. And Daisy giveth and Daisy taketh away, so I understand at any point in time I could run right into one of those dozen or so people that's on this server and catch around. And all this walking and carrying this one precious piece of item that I'm trying to get to my goal with could all be for nothing. You know, I don't know if I've ever been to this part of the map, guys, because I don't ever remember seeing, just running up on a spot where there's two hunting shacks side by side. Usually they're spread apart, so that's interesting. Don't know what I can possibly find in here that I need, but hey, you never know. Some shotgun shells would be nice. I could load at least one shotgun shot into this Vega that I'm just carrying in my hands, and I have to throw down every time I encounter something. I could at least get one shot off if I had to. Oh, that's that 7.62. No. CR550 mag. I'm going to take that. What is the CR550? That holds 308 rounds. Hunter pants. Hunter pants are not better to me than my patrol uniform. I've got this patrol uniform and it only ever gets damp. It doesn't get soaked. So I think I want that more. And what I'm trying to do, my goal here, guys, is I'm desperately trying to get to this spot that I've stashed a bunch of stuff, and I am trying to get my Vega stuff out, and then I'm going to go to a different server. I kind of wanted to grab a plate carrier along the way somewhere, but I kind of want to get into some action. I kind of want to see somebody. I want to have the opportunity. And this server that I've been building this character on is very populated in the afternoons, and I play it in the afternoons when I can, and I have played it in my streams in the afternoons, and it's pretty doggone dead early in the mornings, and my stream times have been relegated to early in the mornings. Now, the one that I played on, that I was playing and am playing on the European server, is a first person only perspective, and the things are just different. See how when I'm in third person, I can pull up. I've got a crosshair here and a split second encounter. I've got at least the opportunity to defend myself quickly instead of having to switch. So crew, if you're still out there, I wonder, does the E2 or ETS2, that trucking sim that I've been watching you play, I've been watching you and it's European based. Does that same game have a North American based? Or it would be like we talked on your stream one time about Mack trucks and those type of things, where it would be American roads, driving on the right hand side and things like that. Oh, I hear a bunny rabbit. Oh, I scared him off. I heard the bunny rabbit. There he goes. He's some here. I don't need him. He can live. He can live another day. There's an... Oh, that's what the E stands for. So, man, I'm a little slow sometimes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so the E stands for European, I'm sure, and the A stands for American. Let's see here. Yeah, so good. Good deal. There is one. Not that I wouldn't mind playing the European. I just feel like I'd be a lot lost. It would give me a learning curve. So, let's see here. I'm going to try to get my bearings again here. South is continuing to be that way. My guy's cold again, of course. Let's see what I can... If there's that soaked, is it worth it to wring it out? Ugh. Ugh. And my guy's getting yellow here. The only thing I can wring out, everything else, backpack can't wring out, gloves can't wring out, so yeah, that's the only thing that's soaked that I can do anything about. And I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to eat. Let's see. Alright, continuing on my quest south with a Vega, because I've made that my holy grail some reason, somehow. And I'm sure that I've read and I've seen where in game the Vega isn't as important as having a better type of rifle or something like that. But the thing about it is I've never had the opportunity, or I haven't had it yet, to really run a Vega, get into a populated server and get into some action. And I've kind of made that one of my personal goals, and it's keeping the game interesting to me. I know it's not, maybe not so interesting if you're just watching a walking sim, but when I found this Vega on my travels, I made it a point to take it back, because I had been saving and storing a ton of Vega stuff, a drum mag, lots of shot shells, and I had made it my goal to get one and find one. When I found one, I was way away from my stash, so not ideal. But I am coming up on, what is this town? Oh, well, there went the gas bomb, so I must be near the airfield or something that just got gassed. So I've seen these towns with these big towers off in the distance. I think they're water towers, maybe. I know here in the States we put those up, and there's a lot of little small towns that have these big water towers. Oh Lord, I ain't even going to try to pronounce that. How would you say that? How would you even say that in English with the way that's. I ain't even gonna try. RPNW. That's what I'm gonna use, those letters to do my search here. RPNW. And there's zombies here. In a road. Church. I'm pretty sure I recognize. I've been to this town, I believe. Grishno. So yes, I am making my way. Yep, that bomb I heard go off had to have been at the airfield, because I am skirting the airfield now. And that's a good thing. Now, it does have a police station, but there's not much I would want to get from that. It's got some military outside of the airfield. The airfield is going to be to my right. And I am heading the correct way to get to where I'm trying to go. So I am not as far away. Grishno. Nice. If I would have just looked up, Crew had it for me. Grishino. There's the police station. If I really wanted to, it's luring. See, brand new or a newer character, there would be no question that I'd want to go in there. That R12 shotgun, I haven't had a chance to run that really. I've carried it, but I haven't had a chance to get any kind of action with it. But that semi-auto shotgun is a really good gun that I want to get the opportunity to play with. And I think that's kind of a trope that a lot of the video games get into, is the shotguns are these overpowered weapons, but in real life a shotgun is a really, really good defense weapon. I mean, you think you got a handful of 38 caliber lead balls coming at you, they hit hard, it causes a lot of damage in a lot of places all at once. But with the video game logic, you can just like just blow stuff up with a shotgun. And I don't think this game takes it to that extreme. It's not the most OP thing that you can get, but it's just something that I've put in the back of my mind that I want to make some kind of run, some kind of decent run with a Vega. It's just something I've wanted to accomplish. Oh, I'm seeing guard towers. So I am skirting the airfield. What is the name of that airfield? Airfield Vibor. So I'm skirting the airfield, which is the direction I'm trying to go. So Grishino is on my left and Vibor Airfield is on my right. The town I'm trying to get to, that Pushka, is going to be past the town of Vibor. So they have a town named, the airfield's named after the town it's near, or the town is named after the airfield, whichever you want to look at it. So here in central North Carolina, we have Fort Bragg, North Carolina, home of Special Operations Airborne. And you know, the military and town and culture are all so intertwined. I mean, the city of Fayetteville, North Carolina, is very, very intertwined military towns. So I'm sure Vybor is the military town, and the airfield is what supports it. Personnel, economy, things like that. Now, something I've been messing around with my settings and tweaking my settings. I'm watching my microphone volume and my on-screen volume. Something I noticed with my play with the guy from Denmark was that he was really low on my stream, but I could hear him really well in my headset. So I've tweaked those a little bit. I hope you guys can hear the volume for the surroundings. You can hear what I hear, but it's not overpowering my voice, because that was a problem that I had when I first started trying to learn. Was I'm talking at what I consider to be, I'm even elevated my voice just a little bit, and you couldn't hear me talk. But I do hear a little bit of reverb for some reason in my headset. It's like everything is a little echoey, and I can't quite figure that out. Because I played this game so long without having a headset that I got used to hearing it on my monitor and hearing it in this outside, and then getting used to hearing this headset was different. It sounds different. Of course, these aren't like top of the line, but they're a good headset. My wife got them for me for Christmas one year. Never really used them like I needed to, and when I decided to start doing the streaming thing, I decided to use my headset. Yeah, I am just skirting this airfield. Now, I could have sworn on my way around the airfield that I would run into something. I mean, there's a building. Is that a guard shack? It does look like a guard shack. Yeah, that might be worth going into. Because I'm on my way to Puchka. That rabbit literally just spawned at my feet. Wild, wild. 9x19. Tactical goggles. Now, what is the point of tactical goggles? But see, I've been hanging on to this just in case I ever come across an NVG. So now if I didn't have those on, I'd rock some goggles. I wonder if they provide protection. I wonder if it says it does. I mean, I know in real life, if something goes off, you don't get a bunch of shrapnel in your eye or something like that. Okay. So if I've skirted... I've skirted this, I definitely will not be standing out here in the open in a full population server. Oh, I just messed up. If I've skirted that and I'm continuing to head, I kind of want to head southwest. I kind of want to head that way to get to where I'm going. You know it's going to be so ironic. I'm not speaking this into existence. I'm just saying that it would be very ironic if I pushed and did all this and somebody's located my stash, and then I've been carrying a Vega all the way across creation to have been raided. Because I was so far away from it. See, I was hoping I would run into one closer to this. And if this was a fuller population server, I would go ahead and hop into the airfield there. In fact, because I don't want to waste my stream too much on just walking sim, and there's hardly anybody here now, with just a handful of players, that would be a place that you could run into somebody, because that might be where the lurkers are, the people that are trying to build their inventory and build their characters. On a low population server, you can run in and then you just got to deal with zombies. And it would be an opportunity to get a plate carrier. So that's something I have to weigh. Do I want to just go in there, find a plate carrier, and then log on to a European server this morning? I haven't drank my coffee in a while. It's getting cold. All right. So let's see here. I can see these places, and I'm thinking, where is that located as opposed to the airfield? So Vybor is going to be one of these towns, and then I am so close to my goal here with Pushka. So close to my goal here. So close. Pushka is probably that one that's right through the trees here. And then I'm going to hop onto a different server. Might as well. I don't have a plate carrier, but do I want to waste my time just going into somewhere just to get that? I mean, do I really want to do that? Is that my destination? Where I'm trying to get to, right through them woods right there. Kind of feels like it. That feels like where I'm trying to get to. I might be way off. That kind of looks like... What is it, buddy? My cat's in here fussing at me. What is it, bud? Oh, you know something? This might get loud just for a second, guys. But I realize... But I got one of those little foam things to go over the end of my microphone so I don't give you so much stuff. Because I have a tendency to breathe heavy and loud sometimes. Maybe that helps. If that's Vybor, the town of Vybor, then that means to my left down there is going to be that Pushka. And that is where I'm trying to get to. Still got somebody out there in viewer land. I appreciate you. This has got to be Vybor. Yep, that is exactly where I'm at. So my intuitions were correct. So I've got the town. Now my destination is going to be that place that I can see off to the side down there. So yes, that is where I'm trying to go. That is where I'm trying to go. I know every time I touch that mic it gets scratchy and loud. Alright. I'm getting closer to my destination, y'all. I can feel it. I just heard something explode. All right. Okay, I think there's my little town. That's where I'm trying to get to, right there. Yep, there's my church. somebody else hopped in out there. I appreciate you. I see you out there in viewer land. Binos. See, I have a scope, a scoped weapon. So those would be good if I wanted to just pull a set of binos out and scope everything out. But I've got a scoped weapon now. So now I have to make it to a very specific spot in this town, which I think I have to get to that church. To get to where I'm going. Now, I'm going to check my road sign just in case. Because I'm pretty sure this is exactly where I want to be. Yep, this is exactly where I want to be. This is exactly where I want to be. So now I just got to push to my church. There's my church. It's close, y'all. It's close. I can smell it. My stomach's rumbly. I got a rumbly in my tumbly. All right. make sure that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity while the server is down to go let my cat out. I'm back. I used that opportunity to let my cat out. Still unreachable. Let's try this again. Alright, we might be in now. Yep, so the server was only down for a little while. We're getting ready to get back in. Alright, so I want to make sure so it's going to be from the corner that way. I've got to eat and drink, but I am desperately trying to get to my stash. If it's still there, I don't remember how many days that they'll last. And if somebody's raided it, I am going to throw this Vega down on the ground, and I'm going to log on to a server and use the rest of my streaming time that I have to play on a higher populated server. I'm just going to say that it just wasn't meant to be. I'm just trying to use my directions and orient myself to where I believe I placed my stash. I should be crossing a wall or some sort. No. Well, this sucks. Because I think I might have found where my stash was, and it is gone. Like, not just dug up, but just gone. Yeah. It is just gone. Dead tree, dead leaning tree, right here. Off of the corner of the graveyard. Yeah, I'm done, guys. I am done. Alright, so here's what's getting ready to happen. I'm done. Yep, because there's my little wall that I had to jump across. And I came right up the hill. Went to that dead leaning tree. So somebody just got a free Vega because I'm putting this sucker down. In fact, I think there was a bunch of crates at one point in time in this house over here. Or in this shed. Somebody had started building. Yep, I'm done. So yeah, all this stuff is still here. So somebody just got them a free Vega. I'm going to give somebody some free stuff. I'm running too heavy. What can I give away? So I'm going to give away some stuff. 7.62. Oh wait, that's what I'm carrying. That's why I kept those. Somebody's going to get a free leather kit. Got bandages. Alright, so SD mags. Alright, so I've got my mags loaded. Alright, what else can I get rid of? Will that... Nope. Alright, so this is just going to have to be. And what's going to happen now is... Well, there went a heli crash somewhere. Make my way out of here. I'm going to keep eating my unknown food for a little bit. So I've learned a very valuable lesson that your buried crates can go away. Now somebody either dug all that up and left it out, or I didn't attend it enough, or something. All right, so let's hop onto a better server. All right, let's hop onto a different server, guys. Let's bump that player count up. I don't want first person only. Oh, I've got it. Alright, well, looks like that's got a 201 ping though. I need a lower ping. There's 12 players on. I mean, this first one that's got, that's a pretty high ping. Hope it doesn't lag, but it's got 52 players on it. Let's give it a shot, guys. I'm back in Denmark server. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to start another stream. I'm going to relabel it, and this is going to be a new stream in a loaded European server. Alright, so I appreciate all you guys that were watching, and I'm getting ready to take care of that.